Do I buy Italian makeup because I genuinely feel that it's higher quality? Or because it makes me feel fancy when I use it? Truly a mystery for the ages. Hi friends! Hi, my name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. And today I'm actually doing a collected review of all of my Italian makeup except Nabla. Because I speak about Nabla enough on this channel. Like it's getting to a point where I'm starting to worry myself. So the things that I want to talk about in this video are the following. I'm going to talk about several permanent Kiko Cosmetics items as well as one limited edition thing that seems to still be available. Some Pupa collection items, mostly blushes, because that's what I really enjoy from them. And I'm also going to talk about the Neve Cosmetics Sparkling 67 collection that they've had, that is limited edition but still available. Also give you a bit of a general overview of what I think is good from these brands and what's mediocre, what's not so great. So let's start with Neve Cosmetics Sparkling 67. I honestly don't know why I keep trying Neve Cosmetics shadows. I always end up disappointed in what I get, either because of a lack of pigmentation or simply an anemic shine in their shimmers, the powderiness of their mattes, or because this goddamn 67 collection needs a glitter glue just like I need therapy, aka desperately. Swatches on their website showed up really promising, really shiny, shimmery, duochromatic, glittery. However, the problem with the two shades that I got in particular, so these are called Tie Die and Good Karma, is that they forcibly need a glitter glue to really show up. So Good Karma actually shows up as loose glitter on a muddy sheer base if you don't use a glitter glue, while Tie Dye loses its duochromatic properties and just looks like any unpigmented shimmer that you could get at a drugstore. Honestly, I feel that for the price, these underperform. I have shimmers from other indie brands that perform much better at a lower cost and that don't have pan sizes that give me anxiety. Moreover, I also got a palette of theirs, their Chiarissimi. I reviewed it at the beginning of my channel, so bad quality ahead if you're looking for it. But basically, my conclusions were that it barely showed up, even on a white base. And I know they're pastels, but other indie brands have done pastels right, while Neve Cosmetics can't really manage it. Up next, we've got their lipstick formula, and I got the shade Apfelstrudel, which is a beautiful shade. Don't get me wrong, it's got a very particular color about it, a mauve-ish sort of pink that is very flattering on my skin tone at least. Problem with this is that it advertises it as being really creamy, smooth formula, but to me it honestly feels a bit dry and not gritty, but you can feel it when you apply it. Very lightweight after you apply it and a good staying time, so there's not much I can complain about it. Component, however, is absolutely gorgeous. It's this metallized purple thing that it looks good in photos, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I love taking flat lays with this collection because it just kind of goes well together. Yet again, from the Sparkling 67 collection, I took the lip gloss in Sky with Diamonds. And yet again, I don't feel that this is true to the swatches they show. In the swatches, it looks like a multi-dimensional galactic purple. On the lips, just a sheer shimmery purple. It's a very nice formula, but it honestly feels overpriced, especially since the packaging is honestly nothing to write home about, and it doesn't look like it does in the swatches. Honestly, the things that I've enjoyed the most from Neve Cosmetics were their eyeliners and their lip pencils, which are incredibly pigmented and incredibly smooth. So if you want to pick something up from them, avoid the eyeshadows. The lipsticks, maybe, if you're into a drier formula. The lip glosses, again, maybe, but they'll not show up as they do in the swatch photos. The eyeliners and lip liners though, I'm actually actively looking to buy some more because I really do like that formula. Very creamy, very pigmented, very smooth, just a very easy, dummy-proof application overall. Now that we've got Neve out of the way, let's get on with Kiko, which is a brand that I actually have a lot from. So let's begin with the limited edition item, and that is the Waterflower Magic Blush in 03 Pink Shiver. As you can see, this is gradiented, so you can play around with how dark or how light you want this to be. This is a beautiful pinkish towards coral shade, very flattering on my skin tone, but I feel that if you are any darker than me, like more on the medium end sort of thing, or of a warmer skin tone, it might end up looking ashy on you. However, very light, beautiful, lightweight formula. Average staying time starts fading away after 6, maybe 7 hours or so of wear. More from their blush formula is a permanent item, and that is their Shade Fusion Trio Blush. And this one is in 06. Doesn't have the name on the packaging, but I remember them having individual names. So again, gradiented, you can max out the intensity depending if you've got like a brush that can kind of get into it, because the packaging is quite small. Like it fits into the palm of my hand. My problem with this is, yet again, it's very pigmented, but I can't help but feel that on someone darker, it will look ashy. Because on me, it actually looks Barbie pink. But when swatched, it even gave me doubts that it was going to look ashy on my skin tone. So your mileage may vary. These are quite cheap compared to their limited edition items, so if you are unsure, might be worth checking it out. Something that I really enjoy from them are their wet and dry use eyeshadows, the ones that have a bit of a wavy pattern, I would say. These are so glossy and reflective. The one that I have is in 200, and I feel that the name was Champagne on the site, and I really do enjoy these. They're very pretty for an all-over eyeshadow look. However, I don't feel that they have any truly unique colors. And the packaging is a bit bulky, so if you've got a lot of singles already, or you've got all of those shades in palettes, I wouldn't recommend getting them, because as beautiful as they are, I don't feel that they are so unique that you wouldn't get them anywhere else. Something that is completely a huge disappointment for me from Kiko is their Smart Hydrating Foundation, which I don't get what's smart or hydrating about this one, because it's just... like, it's not the worst foundation I've tried, but it's definitely not hydrating. I am dry skinned. I maybe get a little bit oily on my T-zone after like 10 hours on my shift at work and just sweating my arse off trying to come up with solutions for dumb problems, but that's just not what we're gonna talk about right now. Problem with this is that it looks powdery on application, no matter what you put it on with. So with your hands, with a brush, with a beauty blender, it looks powdery. My hands right now are a bit more tan than my face, so the shade match shows up lighter. On my face, this actually would be my exact shade if it weren't so damn peachy and orangish. And this is in a cool rose, so I don't want to know what the warm shades look like. This was cheap. I bought it online. I don't regret buying it because I satisfied the curiosity, but I don't think I'll try any other foundations from them, because if this is supposed to be hydrating, this ain't it. Moreover, shit staying power. I delegated this to my filming foundation mixed with another one that's a bit too yellow for me at the moment, simply because I don't like wearing it in any other situation, because it doesn't stick to my face long enough. After 3 hours, it starts breaking apart in this area over here, which is, I mean, it's my dry areas. It's not breaking apart because of oil, so I don't understand what's going on. It looks fine in my T-zone, but in these areas over here, it starts looking, dare I say, a bit scaly. it just doesn't fade out evenly as I like it to fade, as I would like a foundation to fade out during the day. And I've actually got a bunch of their lipsticks in different formulas. One of my favorites is their Jelly Lip Stylo in Persian red. Such a beautiful, beautiful everyday terracotta red. It just makes me feel like a bad bitch without looking vampy, and I love it. Very comfortable formula, very lightweight, not long wearing though. It does leave a slight stain on the lips, but since it's such a creamy bullet formula, it won't last long. Another one that I really enjoy is their Hydra Shiny Lip Stylo, and I don't remember what the name was, but the number is 001. This is a beautiful peachy shade, again, very hydrating, very creamy, very comforting. I think that's what I enjoy most about their lip formula. Every single one that I've tried, including the mattes, it's just so nice and so comfortable to wear. Another one is the Jelly Lip Stylo, and this one is in Cherry, I think. And what's so nice about this is that it is a very youthful red. So again, not a vampy, seductive red, but more of a, oh, I went picking cherries in my sundress and I'm such a French classical beauty type of red. Very shiny and glossy. Of course, not transfer proof. None of these that I'm going to mention are transfer proof, but again, very comfortable. And another one that I've been really enjoying is their colored balm in Blueberry. This looks very dark on the side, and initially thought it was going to be a vampy lip color and was pleasantly surprised. I mean, I was a bit disappointed because it wasn't so vampy, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it's actually a sheer purple wash of color. And it actually makes me look a bit vampy and gothy without actually looking like I have something heavy on the lips. It's a very interesting look. And it does leave your lips plump and hydrated even after it fades away. Their Kajal pencils, I have two, one black and one in plum, I believe. They're the only pencils that don't irritate my sensitive eyes, and I gotta catch them all. Very creamy, pigmented formula. You don't have to press a lot on them. They just glide on really easily. They're very pleasant to use. Very dummy proof and user friendly. Pupa, I actually have a couple of things. Lipstick from them, a couple of blushes, and a lot of limited edition items, especially eyeshadows and eyeshadow toppers. Now, I'm not going to talk about the limited edition items because you can't get your hands on them anymore, and they sell out really fast. That's because Pupa makes out excellent limited edition items. Like, I don't even care that they're limited edition. They're that good. And their quality doesn't seem to suffer just because they're temporary one-off items. On the contrary, they seem to be much more interesting than their standard fare, which is high quality to begin with. For their lipstick, I have a Miss Pupa Velvet Matte, and this is in the shade 400. This is a beautiful, beautiful coral red, and it's very long lasting on the lips. It's a comfortable matte, it's not very drying. It does leave a pleasant stain even after it's gone. For their blushes, I actually have three. I have one of their Like a Doll Maxi Blush, and this one, it almost feels like a cream to powder formula, but it's completely powdery. It is so silky. And this shade, which is shade 201, is just the perfect neutral baby doll pink flush on the cheeks. I also have two Like a Doll Luminous blushes, and these are in the shades 300 and 102, a peachy and a deceptive color. So the peachy one is what you see in the pan. The other one shows purple in the pan, rather pinkish even, but when you swatch it, it's more pinkish coral, so not at all what I expected. These are silky but dry to the touch, and they're very pigmented. You need a light hand, you need a certain type of brush if you're heavy-handed like me. But what I really enjoy is that you can amp them up. You can just have them be a whisper on your cheek, or you can go full-blown clown aesthetic. Overall, I feel that the best you can get from these brands are the following. From Neve, the best you can get are the lip pencils, eye pencils. Don't get their eyeshadows. From Kiko Cosmetics, their limited edition stuff is amazing, is great. I would recommend it, but their permanent lipsticks are truly the love of my life. From Pupa, I would suggest getting their blushes. Their blushes in their permanent collection are absolutely beautiful, and they go from light to dark to suit a variety of skin tones, and their formula, you just can't go wrong with it. However, if you don't mind limited edition stuff, their limited edition makeup items are always the best, and I love them so much. Anyway guys, these have been my opinions, my impressions. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know, had you tried any of these brands? What's your opinion? What would you recommend? Anything else? See you guys in the next video. Bye.